the train
That's
station run under
under
the
the
airport.
airport. That's so cool, man. Who are the designers of all of these buildings?
Why do I feel like my country is going backwards?
How?
Wait, is that road?
Yes, and this is water.
How? Hi
Guys,
guys.
welcome back again to the channel. Today we are going to be checking out a video from the channel Destination Well Known. The link is going to be down in the description, and this video is about 16 things I wish I knew before visiting Amsterdam. And let's get right into the video, guys.
I've been to Amsterdam quite a few times and recently went back to this magical and kind of weird city. So in this video, I'll share some exciting facts and travel tips for the...
Is that canal is running through
The city.
Yeah, through the city. That's so beautiful. I'm just
I don't think we actually have something like this.
No, we do not. This is so cool and beautiful. Like, wow. Different bridges.
And the fact that they still maintain their greenery is impressive.
I just noticed that too, the green rings around. Wow.
Over here, we are chopping them down, putting buildings.
Wow, this is magical.
Some exciting facts and travel tips for the capital of Holland.
Holland. Yeah, this is the first time you're checking out. The country is not called Holland.
Of course,
I actually thought so
the
before.
country isn't called Holland, it is called the Netherlands. But in Danish, and I'm from Denmark, we just call the country Holland, and I think it's the same in quite a few
Yes,
countries.
I'm so sorry. I'm saying too much. Growing up, I actually think Holland is a whole country on its own. I never knew it was the capital of a particular country.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know actually.
But just don't be overheard calling the country Holland when you're in the Netherlands, because I think people could be a bit annoyed by that.
Oh, there's South Holland too. Oh.
The Dutch have nothing to hide. If
Really?
you're walking through Amsterdam, you will
beautiful.
notice something that might seem quite bizarre to foreigners.
Wow.
Massive windows with zero curtains, which gives you like a full look into people's apartments. And the Dutch don't seem to care at all. But there's actually a fascinating story behind all of this. So back in the...
So if you're in your house having one of those private moments,
What happens then? Yeah. I feel like okay, when it's not those moments, it can be open.
They say there are no curtains.
Are you serious?
Not like these are the ones you
Have
use.
there been any case like that somebody's having his or her private moment and somebody just passerby stumble upon this moment just by looking through the open window?
Well, I think I've seen one video like that, but I never really knew the country the video came from. But now hearing this statement, I am now thinking maybe that was
The 17th century, having large windows and keeping them uncovered was a way to show to your neighbors that you didn't have anything to hide from them or from God himself. And even today, many Dutch people consider it rude to have your curtains closed during the day, because then it's like
which means you have curtains.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah,
No
there's
wonder.
curtains. I was thinking of curtains.
I live in Copenhagen, so I know the feeling of being on my bike in the middle of the city and seeing this big group of tourists on yellow or orange bikes and just feel like these guys don't belong here, and they don't have any idea of the fact that people are actually using this bike lane to get to work or get to places that they have to go to. Biking in Amsterdam and Copenhagen is the equivalent of driving a car elsewhere. It's fast-paced, it's purposeful, and most importantly, there's a zero tolerance to pedestrians in bike lanes. So at all times when you're in Amsterdam, you gotta be aware of the kind of traffic that you can't hear, which is bikes, and don't be surprised if you get yelled at if you walk around on the street with no regard of your surroundings. I was also quite surprised how many people were actually using e-bikes in Amsterdam, so they go fast, and the e-bikes are actually quite stylish and not those phone thief / drug dealer kind of e-bikes that you see in other cities.
Okay, that's not in Amsterdam. The phone thief.
Coffee shops aren't for coffee. If you're looking for your morning caffeine fix in Amsterdam, don't go to a coffee shop. You want to look for a cafe or coffee house, I think.
Wait, so what do they do in coffee shops? If coffee shops are not for coffee.
Coffee shop, you go to a cafe.
So why name it coffee shop? Shouldn't you name it something else?
I'm eager to know what they do in those coffee shop.
Like
Plant that
how?
makes cigarettes smell funny, but
The green plant is not legal.
Yes, the green plant is legal in the designated coffee shops in Amsterdam, but lighting up in public or even in a park can actually get you a fine. It does
Wait,
smell
wait.
quite
No
funny
public
all
smoking.
over Amsterdam. And on my last trip, I did see and smell loads of funny looking cigarettes in the streets. I think the police are probably turning a blind eye to just if you're
I feel like the plant is referring to should be that
I think
plant.
that's what the coffee shop is used for.
I think so too. I think it's that. I didn't quite get that immediately
I
until
guess
you
I
said
need some coffee.
yes. You don't need coffee, please.
a bloke sitting on a bench on your own just smoking a funny cigarette, then they'll probably be all right with that. But if you're a group of lads coming to Amsterdam, you're drunk, you're making a scene on the street and you're smoking, then I'm pretty sure you'll get a fine.
Okay. There are rules to these things.
Getting from Amsterdam Schiphol airport to the city center is super easy.
How
The
many
train
airports are
station
there
is
in
literally
Amsterdam?
right
I don't
under,
know.
or the train tracks are right under the airport, so you can basically walk from airplane
Wow.
to train within like 10 minutes, and then the train to Amsterdam.
The
That's
train station run under,
the airport. That's so cool, man. Who are the designers of all of these buildings?
Why do I feel like my country is going backwards?
We are not here yet at all. At all.
Bro, under the, which means once you enter the train, don't forget about
Trying to look for taxi, cab to get to this
over
reminds-
the airport here, right? The train station is in the airport, right? But from the train
you
station,
need a cab.
you still need a cab
To take you there.
because you are going to be carrying your loads. You can't
Yeah.
just walk and go and pick your ticket and
Or
board
just
the-
move with the
No,
train.
no, no.
or-
They even wrote it there. Taxis for hire.
Wow. Wow, that's
From
so cool.
Central train station takes about 20 minutes. And the best part of getting the airport train is that you can just use your phone to tap in. Just tap your contactless card or phone, and then you will walk through the barrier and be on the train. And this goes for all Amsterdam
Just like
public
that.
transport, also the metro, the tram, and the bus.
And it's
Mm,
even
that was a huge
self-service. You don't need to take
Amsterdam is
outside.
practically a cashless city. You can pay for almost everything with your card or your phone, from tram rides, as I just said, to
These
tiny
vegetables, I
stores that
want to
sell
cook.
stroopwafels. I think the Dutch were pretty early adapters of contactless payments, and they
that's
actually have
good.
one of the highest rates of cashless transactions in Europe. So
And the excitement on his
just
face.
use your phone or your card anywhere.
Okay.
You need to pre-book tickets for the
Amsterdam's top attractions like the Anne Frank House, the Rijksmuseum, and the Van
so
Gogh
beautiful and
Museum
cool, man.
are super popular, and tickets often sell out weeks in advance. For example, the Anne Frank House has been a museum since 1960, and more than 1.2 million people visit it
Wow.
annually. And like, it's
Wow.
just a tiny house by the canal, so imagine if people were actually stood in line there, that would be pretty crazy. So make sure you pre-book your tickets for those famous things that you want to do in Amsterdam.
Oh, this country is beautiful, man. What?
To
Amsterdam is
show you
fine.
how tiny Amsterdam or the city center actually is, let me just throw up this Google map. It shows a walk from the central station and out to the famous 9 Streets, which is one of the nicest areas of town and one that you definitely will want to visit. It's only like a 20-minute walk, as you can see, and that kind of gives you an overview of how small Amsterdam city center actually is. So
Does that mean okay, city center? Or does that mean that you said Amsterdam is tiny? Does that mean everybody knows who in that city?
Come on.
It's possible, right?
That's the honest joke. Like, everybody knowing everybody, man. It's not possible. No matter how.
It can be possible.
my tip here is that instead of acting like 95% of tourists who are coming to Amsterdam who will only ever visit the city center, you really should go out to areas like Jordaan and De Pijp. And check out my other Amsterdam video if you want to see some of my favorite parts of the city. Forget everything you know about weather forecasts. Amsterdam's weather definitely has a mind of its own. And the Dutch have this saying that if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. And I feel like that sums up Amsterdam's weather quite well. Amsterdam actually gets over 200 days of rain every year, But it's usually light rain that comes and goes quite quickly, so do as the locals and wear layers and always have
Why?
a
Wow.
light jacket with you. And also
Oh,
just
wow.
be ready to head into the nearest nice little cafe or pub because there are loads all over Amsterdam.
It's beautiful.
Hmm. Wow.
So beautiful.
Tulip
Those
fields.
dreamy tulip fields that you see on Instagram, they are not in Amsterdam actually. They are out in an area called Keukenhof, so you can go on a day trip out there, but
I
just
actually
know
thought it's in
you're not
Amsterdam,
going to
but it's in
stumble upon a
Netherlands.
little cute tulip field in the city center of Amsterdam.
Mm-hmm.
Amsterdam's tap water is some of the cleanest in the world, so you can just open up, drink, and have a good time.
Really? We don't do that over here. We don't drink tap waters.
You can't trust them.
It is a bit mad that I need to say this, but don't rent a car if you're coming to Amsterdam and just want to experience Amsterdam. We've established that Amsterdam is a pretty small city and driving a car in Amsterdam would be just silly. It's impossible to get a parking spot and there are so many bikes all over that it must be so stressful to ride a car in Amsterdam. There's no point. There's brilliant public transport or you can just walk.
Or rent a bike.
Yeah.
Here's something that surprises quite a few tourists who are coming to Amsterdam. Some of the best Indonesian food outside of Indonesia is actually to be found here in Amsterdam. That is, of course, not just a random coincidence. It's a direct result of the Netherlands' colonial history with Indonesia.
Wow.
So when Indonesia gained independence in 1945, many Indonesian people moved over to Amsterdam, which of course brought their incredible cuisine with them. One of the absolute must-tries when you're coming to Amsterdam and want to try that Dutch Indonesian food is rijsttafel, which basically translates into rice table. And this was actually one of my highlights of the last trip I went on here. So I definitely recommend this restaurant. But I also read somewhere that there are actually more Indonesian restaurants in Amsterdam city center than traditional Dutch restaurants. So you are spoiled for choice.
Oh, this Ken is fine.
Everyone, at
Venice.
least online, seems to compare Amsterdam to Venice and call it the Venice of the North. But perhaps we should start calling Venice the Amsterdam of the South, because there are actually way more canals in Amsterdam compared to Venice. And a little fun fact,
Wow.
if you laid out all the canals from Amsterdam like in a straight line, they would go all the way to Paris.
Wow.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
mad how similar Amsterdam is to Copenhagen, where I live, and I filmed this on a nice sunny day, which is the first day in 2 months that we actually have some sun. So you should hit the like button because I'm sitting inside. I'm not going outside to film this video. Thank you. I feel like the Dutch and the Danes also look quite similar, and while I don't understand the language when they talk, I can kind of understand written Dutch quite well as a Dane. Also, one of the most famous Danish kings, Christian IV, was so inspired by Amsterdam that he had a big part of Copenhagen modeled after the
I'm so
city.
sorry. This is abstract from this. Okay, this is Denmark. What?
No, Copenhagen.
Yeah. Copenhagen is, I think, the capital of Denmark.
Oh, really? Wow.
This is beautiful. Can you? This is how?
Wait, is that road?
Yes, and this is watered.
How?
Europe. I don't know. You guys are.
All the canals.
Wow.
So that's actually why the area of Christianshavn here in Copenhagen looks so much like Amsterdam. Also,
Wow.
both cities have so many cool bakeries and cafes and coffee shops, and I don't mean those kind of coffee shops all over town.
You understand now?
Have you been to Amsterdam? Let me know what you think of the city, and if you have any cool travel tips or facts, then share them in the comments below.
That was impressive, actually.
This is really mind blowing. I don't know. I'm always so baffled with the landscape, the sceneries of Amsterdam. It's just beautiful. The fact that they cannot run through a central city, and if it can even lead to Paris. The
Yeah.
connection is insane, man.
Actually, Amsterdam is very beautiful, right? But one of the things that I'm trying to like get a grasp of is how can a family of three survive in Amsterdam? We need to know
My
this
only fear
because I heard it's quite
is
expensive
yeah,
over
it's a
there.
video we saw that living in Amsterdam can be quite
Yeah.
expensive. That's the only but if we have the fund, I think Amsterdam,
It's one of
Netherlands is one
yeah.
of those countries we want to
Because I love
be
the fact
in
that you can just literally walk anywhere.
and
You,
everywhere.
you don't have to carry the burden of buying a car, having to go to the mechanic. It's quite stressful, man.
Let me know what you think about this in the comment section, and some of the questions we asked, we would love to have answers to them in the comment section as well. I will see you guys on our next one. Bye, guys.